Welcome back. Alright, so to continue where I left off last time we were talking about brewskis. I ended up fixing my nose, so hopefully I'm not all sniffly and stuff anymore. But also, on top of that, hopefully I can finish a conversation, not be too, I don't know, wishy-washy, back and forth, tangenty, going on all kinds of tangent. Right now I'm trying to make some solid biofuel so I can take that wood out of the biomass burner and make it into more biofuel. That's how that is. But anyway, so back to the last conversation of the last episode. I've discovered, Voodoo Ranger, and, it was all supposed to be good, and I think the one that I like right now is, Juicy Haze. I think that one is one of the better ones. I don't know, they all pretty much taste the same to me. Again, you're trying to, get some kind of citrusy taste out of, a giant Lowell's section of just plants, because that's pretty much what I taste. If anybody wanted to know what beer tasted like, that's what I would say it tastes like. Tastes like the Lowell's section. The Lowell's garden section smells. That's how I would say it tastes. But anyways, so here I am trying to just quickly move that shit around. I finally figured out a good way to do it though. What I like is ales, and I ended up finding a pretty good ale when I was, out looking for more Voodoo Ranger, because I was getting their new Belgium stuff, and what I kind of need to do is, because I think I'll keep drinking Voodoo Ranger. It's not like I'm going to turn down a Voodoo Ranger if I ever hear the name at a bar or something. What do you want? It's like, oh, well, have any ales? No, we don't have any ales. Have any lagers? No, we don't have any lagers. This is a strictly IPA bar. Okay, give me a Voodoo Ranger. And then at least I have something to drink, Having options is always good. Oh, Sam Adams, that was the other one. So, to go back a few steps, I was like, Pabst Blue Ribbon's not bad, but another one that I like is Sam Adams. I got first into Sam Adams with their Oktoberfest, because it was October when I really started to drink beer, and I really liked it. It was pretty smooth, had this almost smooth amberish taste to it. Really hearty, good. It was good. And so I kept drinking Sam Adams, tried their New Belgium, I believe, and then it got around springtime, and they had this summertime drink. I think that was it, Sam Adams summertime make. Yet I haven't really tried malts. I don't know if I like malts too much though. Fucking around with this plant, these plants are also kind of dumb, but I used to not know how to get rid of them, and now I do. And what I mean by that is old playthroughs. Never knew how to get rid of them. They were never really that much of an issue. But this playthrough, I experimented, and I found out. Now, no plant is safe, but their summertime one, that is good. It's refreshing, it's crisp, they have, I think, a lot of lime in it, a lot of lemons maybe, some citrusiness. It's good. I liked the shit out of it. I didn't want to get rid of those trees. I kind of like those trees. These bushes and weird trees, they can all kind of go, but those two, they were just kind of peacefully, nicely there, so I was like, they get to live. See? Plus, I don't think it's going to really interfere with putting stuff down, because at this time I'm kind of setting up another base to get more materials going. And since I was already over here clearing out all of hostile aliens. Might as well build over here and take over, kind of a thing. But so, I didn't want any more Sam Adams, so I didn't pick that up. But I wanted to try more stuff out, and where I finally found it took me forever to find the canned Voodoo Rangers, and it's like I found the bottles, and I found one 12-pack of Voodoo Rangers, but the 12-pack was the same as the bottle, and it was just like generic, just Voodoo Ranger, straight up. No New Belgium, no nothing. So nothing special about the cans, and I was just taking forever to find anything worthwhile, and I saw Fat Tire there, and I was like, yeah, I heard about Fat Tire, I've heard it, I've seen it before, but I was never interested enough in it to really get any of it. And then I ended up, I was like, fuck it, I'll just get, a 6-pack of Voodoo Ranger, whatever, be done with it. I'm done going up and down the aisle trying to find something to drink. And I ended up coming across the variety pack, finally. I got the same variety, New Belgium variety pack that I had before. So I had the Juicy Haze. I had their like normal New Belgium, so it was just like the original recipe, but New Belgium style. And then there's like another one. I don't know. The dude's like a superhero or something on the front. I can't remember what it is. Maybe it's like Super Haze or something like that. And then they're limited time experimental. I'm gonna keep a can of that unopened, just untouched kind of thing for my collection. I'm gonna start collecting beer cans. It was something that my dad used to do. So, it's just kind of something nice to, keep. Oh, look at this. See what I mean? Earlier, the grass just isn't attached to the ground. I don't know if there was a hill here before, and then they got rid of it. But, yeah, no. Fun little grass, issue there. But, right next to where the Voodoo Ranger stuff was, I'll have to start using a can opener on the bottom of cans so that I can keep the can intact. It's not like an open can, and all of the top is nice, but the bottom is open, and so you can still drink the beer. But part of me also just wants to keep the beer there too, because if I ever want them to have any kind of resale value, if I do what he did, then all that there would be for the sale is an empty can. And so it's like, if my family, when I'm dead and gone, want to get rid of it, maybe then they could post up there, and some collector might want it because they've never had it and they're just like obsessed with Voodoo Ranger or something like that. And then they have like the can as it was. It's not going to be chilled all the time, obviously, so that part is a little bit of a downer, but at least it would be with the beer intact. So where I found the variety pack, I was happy to get the variety pack again, because then that means I could drink the one can that I did save. I ended up seeing another variety pack, and this one had like Voodoo Ranger as well, and so I was like, okay, I saw that. And then I also saw that they had another IPA, a lager, and Fat Tire. And I thought Fat Tire for a while was a IPA, as I try and sneakfully get past. I'm trying to get to that slug. I'm thinking maybe if I just hit it up at the right angle, because it kind of looks like you could slide up, just a little bit, get a footing, and jump to the next. There I go, trying to get enough speed. Maybe if I had the Blade Runners, I could maybe make that jump. I could probably definitely make the jump with the Blade Runners. Can't do it on foot though, without the Blade Runners. And this is when I tried to see how to get rid of that stupid plant. I ended up, picking up the other variety pack, because had Fat Tire, you know, which I kind of wanted to try, but I didn't want to just commit to a whole pack of it. And then here I am trying to, I'm like trying to work my way in while it's, you know, going up and down and not actively pooping out poison at me. And then I had Voodoo Ranger, which I already had that Voodoo Ranger. It's just more Juicy Haze, which is the one I like the best anyway. So I'm like, okay, you know, two beers that I'm pretty sure I know I will like, or that I think I like, and I know that I like, and then two that I may not like. And I knew I kind of liked lagers, so it was like, in the grand scheme of things, I knew I was going to be able to drink the Voodoo Rangers. I've always wanted to try the Fat Tire, and then it was a lager, which I knew I could probably drink. And then there was just one, the other IPA that I didn't really know if I liked or not. Because again, IPAs are just, I don't know, they're like a mix between ale and like hops. And I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Even though it's a pale ale, I just don't like it as much as like a normal ale. But I digress. But I ended up trying Fat Tire the other day, and I really like it. I didn't realize it was a pale ale until I read the can, and I was like, oh, okay. Or not a pale ale, just a normal ale. This is actually an amber ale, and I like the amber ale. I have the cans here too. I think I mentioned that earlier, but I remembered to bring them this time so I could talk about them. But yeah, the amber ale is pretty good. Fat Tire is pretty good. I like it. And so definitely will be looking for it, you know, later on. Other Fat Tire, you know, brands and or like flavors and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I did pretty good with my beer selection this time around. I haven't even touched one of the packs, and I'm a little bit more like maybe than halfway through the other one. But again, I digress. You know, I'm not gonna have too many this time. Last night I had like 7 or something like that, and this time I'm only gonna have like 3. So a little bit different. Kind of more or less just casually enjoying it now, than just straight up drinking. And yeah, let's see. I got those other people floating around here. Here we are. Now that I'm kind of done with my tangent of getting to Fat Tire and remembering the Sam Adams. Alright, so the other IPA that was in the variety pack with the Fat Tire is Accumulation. Accumulation in New Belgium. This is all New Belgium stuff. I don't know what's with the New Belgium stuff as of late, but it's just like that's all you ever see now for beer, unless it's like Mickey's or Bud Light or some shit like that, Miller. All you see is, you know, New Belgium IPAs. But this one is a Winter Hazy IPA. That's alright, that's pretty good. You know, I think I like this brand of IPA than Voodoo Ranger actually, so there's that. It's not so planty, it's a little bit more flavorful. I mean, it doesn't really give me anything to work off of, it just says Winter Hazy. It's not like juicy. And I don't really see anything that says like, oh, citrus flavors or anything like that. Could be looking at the wrong spot here. Oh, here we go. I was looking at the wrong spot. It's a dry hopped with really getting distracted with this. Like, there's like, I don't know, like high pitch, like peaks or something going on here. But Staretta, Mosaic, Lotus, and El Dorado. that's pretty much word for word. You can look it up, like I said again. It's Accumulation Winter Hazy IPA. Look it up for yourself to see what the flavors are. Those, that's not just like, oh, citrus flavors with a hint of salt. There was something I had that was like a salty beer. That was pretty good. Never really thought like salt would be good with beer, but it's not bad. I mean, you get this nice kind of like saltiness to it. Kind of helps take up the hoppiness. That was one. This is the other one. This is the New Belgium Lager that I was talking about. And it's a premium lager too. Fancy. This is Mountain Time. That's what this brand is. This might also be a Fat Tire. I'm not sure here. It has the... Is it the same like tire logo? No. Not the same tire logo, but there's another bike. Or not tire. What am I saying? Tire. It's a bike. There's a bike on Fat Tire. And there's a bike on this Mountain Time, but it's not the same bike logo. See if I can't find any of the flavors on this one. No. Just premium lager. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, this Mountain Time Lager, I really like it, but then again, like I said, if I just got any random IPA and any random lager and any random normal ale, I'm gonna easily put them into, liking the hop, or the IPA less than liking the lager more, and then the ale the best, so... That's just how I am. That's just how I like it. So, some other things. I gotta finish up this conversation about alcohol, and then I can move on to something else, aka Takis. Hell yeah, Takis are the good stuff. I found this cool. I guess it's like a Stein. It's a beer mug, But I'm pretty sure it's Germany. Like German place is printed on here because it's Wien. It's a Wien. Is I guess the town that is depicted on one side of the mug, and then there's a crest. It's like a black double-headed eagle with a crown above it, and then in one hand is a crown and scepter, and then the other hand is I forget what it's called, but it's like that ball, like the bejeweled ball that has the cross on top of it. And then there's like, I think a crest or something in the center of the black eagle. And then there's like a manor of some kind, some really big building. But what I like about this beer mug is at the bottom. At the bottom, when you're just looking at it, when it's sitting like on a table or something, you can see kind of like this like waviness, like this like beveledness at the bottom, where it doesn't really look like this is really anything. It just kind of looks like, it kind of got messed up a little bit in like the kennel or something. That when they were making it, it wasn't quite flat on the inside. But I didn't realize it until I was finishing out one of the beers I put into it, that it actually has people on the bottom of the mug that you can only see when there's a greater light source on the other side of the mug shining through the bottom of it into your eyes, and I thought that was really cool. That's something that I would not mind sinking my teeth into, I guess, for lack of better words, and getting kind of involved in, because I just think that would be really cool to do, to have just like a brand of these beer mugs. I mean, like, I was thinking you could do dogs. You could have like, a German Shepherd on one side, a lab on the other side, have dogs written on there all nice fancy, have like a palm print, because like even on like the handle where you pick it up, there's like this nice kind of ornate decal, I guess you would say. It's nicely colored with this like brown brownish gold embellishment. But yeah, and then you could sit there, and if you could figure out how to put that picture into the bottom of the mug, like how this person did it when they were making this mug, then you could do a dog. You could do a dog face, you know? You could do cats. You could do a lot of cool stuff with it. And here I'm just testing to see like how close I can get to this, how close I could build to this, because I was figuring I would put all my machines here until I did better. But yeah, I think that would be like kind of a killer idea to do, you know. So that's something also I want to get into while I'm still kind of in my youth, you know, to get done. Because I don't, it's just like a cool kind of money making ways. It's just like, you know, with the storage units, you know, I'm not really doing it. I'm doing it because it's fun, but then also depending on what you can find just straight up cash, you know, possibly. You could find a lot of trash and not get any. It's whenever I delete something, I get that like static pop or something. It's kind of annoying. I didn't realize that was happening. I don't think it happens in all the episodes. I think it literally just happens in this one. Hopefully I don't do too much deleting of stuff, but doing the storage units is just for fun, out of the mystery of what you can find. But then also, you know, I'm thinking about like resale value and stuff. It's just like one thing that's been making going secondhand shopping fun for me, because my sister and my mother do it a lot. But something that's been, you know, making it fun for me is I go there looking for stuff. It's just like you can find a bunch of Star Wars stuff, a bunch of Lord of the Rings stuff, and you know, even though I know that's not going to be particularly, you know, lucrative to like everybody, but if I can find stuff like I found Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings, but it was like the special edition, special extended edition of the movie, and I was like, oh shit, let me look up, you know. And I mean, all I have really right now is eBay to work off of, but I figure eBay is kind of where it's at, you know. You just want an idea of what the resale value will be, and unfortunately it was like the secondhand place wanted $30 for it, and I'm like, well, I just looked it up and I could get all three of the Lord of the Rings special extended edition for like $12 in mint condition, never opened before, kind of a thing. And so it's like, I'm not gonna get $30. The only time anybody was pricing it at $30 was Amazon, and of course that was like brand new, and it was gonna get shipped, which that's probably where a lot of it came from. I don't know, honestly. I don't know why you would buy something off of Amazon when you can get it for like a quarter of the price off of eBay. And it's like, you know, eBay even has that, like, you know, guarantee now. They have those like the Nike trading and stuff like that. Now you can like sell Nikes and get like, I don't know, authenticities and stuff like that. So if it's like something that you don't get, then you get refunded, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. I haven't really looked into it too much, but yeah. So that's kind of what I'm getting into, and so that's where it's like, it'd be cool if you go and you hit up a storage unit, and then in the storage unit is just a bunch of Lord of the Rings trading cards or something like that, and then you could hit it big potentially, because it's like, this is a rare trading card that nobody has anymore, you know. And obviously it's not going to be so much Lord of the Rings, but I mean, there's a lot of people that like Magic the Gathering, there's a lot of people that like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, you know. There's a lot of just even different culture trading cards. Like, I don't remember, on Twitch there was like a trading card game going on, and it was only really ever popular in like Japan or Korea or something like that. Some kind of Asian state. like a place in Asia, like the continent. And yeah, I was sitting there thinking to myself, you know, this looks cool, but I don't know why it never caught on with like the rest of the world. Why is it only stuck in Asia, but it's only really popular there. But yeah, you know, I always think it'd be cool to do that. I mean, they never found like anything crazy important. It was just like Charlie, the one I was talking about before, Moist Critical. When he did his, he ended up, I think it said something like, you know, it was previously owned by an astronaut or something, and that's why he went for it. Not only that, but it was the most expensive locker there. And there was an actual, like, NASA lockbox, I don't know, container of some sort, with NASA embroidered onto the side, and it's like, it had nothing in it, but you know, you could probably sit there and just sell that for like $30, you know, on eBay or something like that. If it didn't have any like relevance to it, some person who collects NASA memorabilia would get on all that. Here I am just wasting more fuel and leaves. I don't think I've stumbled across it yet, but there's a surprise around here. I've been kind of watching, kind of not watching, but yeah, there we go. I should have seen it there. Yeah, I think I'm aware of it now. Would not want to fall into that little crack. Instead, I think I end up building over it eventually, so that I don't fall into it. Seeing if there's any more copper. Here, wait again. I don't know what's up with that, like, that white noise chirp. But, still got 7 minutes. But I think that would be cool. You never know what you're gonna find in storage units, so I think that could always be like an interesting path to go down in my life one day. YouTuber / video game streamer / storage war expert / mug creator. I'm also I only have one t-shirt that I've made so far, one t-shirt design, but that's another thing that, you know, I'm kind of getting into. I'm kind of more or less hoping that my YouTube pans out where people watch it, and then I could start plugging my merch in there. All hand drawn, all by me. So that's how that's gonna be. I'm decent, I would say, at drawing. I could draw decently well. My style might not fit to a lot of people's, but I think it fits enough. I think it would be good enough. I don't know why I searched node there, but oh yes, okay, now I remember. I was in game. I was talking because I thought I was recording my voice. I was talking about the node strengths, because you got like impure, normal, and pure. And I don't remember everything about it, but essentially it works this way, where impures are like at a rate of 1. You know, when you put a minor on there, yeah, for the sake of argument, when you put a minor on there, you'll only mine up like 60 raw material a minute. And then when you go for a normal node, you'll mine up like 120 a minute. And then like a pure node will end up being 180. Because it's like, it works like impure is a 1, and then normal is like a 2, and then pure is like a 3, and like an extraction. Extraction rate. I've been talking a lot as of late. Oh, I got a tickle in my throat because I've been talking so much. I need a drink of my brewski. That's the other thing. It's like, this beer is starting to get a little warm. Hopefully my pale ale is still pretty good. But not pale ale, amber ale. It's still pretty chilled. It's just sitting here on my desk because I was gonna add it in. The only issue I have with this mug is I can't ever seem to pour it perfectly where the foam just stops at the top. It's like I can pour it in, and if I pour it in gentle, then the foam never gets up to the top. It always stays like an inch from the rim. Whereas, here's the click. Where when I try and just pour it in normally, then it's like I get foam all the way to the top, and I'm trying to make them fall into the crevice, but they're just too dang good. But I pour it in, haphazardly, and I'll sit there and I'll end up getting foam up to the top of the rim, and then I'll still have beer left in the can. So it's like, I could always just sit there and pour it in delicately, but I'm trying to master the mug so that when I pour, I can pour the whole can, and then the foam comes up to the top of the cup. That would be cool. The mug. Okay. Next thing to talk about, we still got some time, yeah? Okay, so, Takis, right? Should have went with the blue flame, the blue Takis. Haven't had the blue Takis. And I also haven't had the bag that I picked up at Walmart when I was getting my brewskis, but I ended up picking up Nitro. How many of you out there like Nitro? I really do not like Nitro over like the normal Takis, as I try and race the shadow there. I think I prefer normal Takis over this Nitro. I mean, the Nitro is not bad, but it just is kind of flavorless. Except for, like, I don't know. They kind of just taste like cilantro. Like there's a bunch of limes on the front of the bag, but it doesn't really taste limey. It's like if everything that was in, like, kind of pico de gallo was put on, like, level 1 instead of where it should be at on, like, level 10. That's kind of where you get it. I'm not saying that they're not spicy. But like a normal Taki, you eat one Taki and you can feel the spice. With Nitro, you have to eat like 10, and then you'll feel the spice. And then it never like calms down. It like ramps up to 10 in like the hot factor, and then it won't calm down. But like Takis start out at like a 6, and then they go up to a 10. So I don't know. Don't really like them, but we're rolling up here on the end of the episode, so I'd like to thank you guys for listening to me ramble. This is episode 12, so we do only have 2 more post commentaries left, and then we're back to the norm. I'm just trying to crank them out, so then I'm just done with them for tonight. I don't think I'm really going to be doing anything tonight, but the night is still young, so we'll have to see. I think I said earlier in one of the other videos that I might try for some League of Legends. We'll see if I'm not lagging in an ARAM. I'll try out an ARAM. If I'm not lagging in the ARAM, then I might try out a 5v5. If I'm not lagging in that, then I might bring you guys in for a game or two. I don't want to just show wins all the time, but I don't want to show laggy losses either. If I lose fair and square, fair enough, But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Got 20 seconds left, so what to do for another 10 seconds while I'm just sitting here kind of stuttering around in the game. Thank you guys. I'll see you later.